My name is Russ Cook and I'm attempting to become the first person ever to run the entire length of Africa. This is where I started, this is where I'm going, and this is where I am now. I've run 4,756 kilometres so far and I've got 10,244 left to go. In this episode, we make moves at the embassy, get our van buried in the sand, finally enter the rainforest and visit a house in the mountains lost to time itself. Today was a mad rush to get everything in order for the border before it closed at 5. Our first stop was the embassy. We needed them to sort our visa today, otherwise we were stuck. The conversation started off good, but quickly turned when they realised Stan's Angola visa had expired. This was bad news. At best, we wouldn't be able to get a visa. At worst, the police would show up at any minute and deport Stan. He scrambled to pull any sort of excuse out of his broken French and Google Translate combo. Things seemed to have changed, but we couldn't be sure. The woman behind the desk got up and disappeared into a back room, leaving us all totally on edge. An hour passed, then a miracle happened. The lady smiled and handed Stan his passport. Visa inside, job done, on to the next. We raced back to the van and drove the 100k through the jungle to the border with just 2 hours to go until closing time.
Yo, Ross is just exiting the van, we're back at the border.
Are you gonna walk it in blockies?
Yeah.
I respect the hustle.
All of the cake boxes.
Yeah, all the cake boxes falling out. Yo, you look like tired today, bro.
Yeah, I am. I just ate too much cake.
Yeah, you had cake just
He walked into the bakery and he just kept saying, "Uno." Oh, I ordered 6 cakes. He ordered 6. I ordered 2, Jared ordered 3, Ross ordered 6.
Strong.
Have you eaten them all?
Okay, bye. Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
Now there was a new issue, our overdue visas, which would get us landed with a tasty 350 quid fine. Oh, hang on, she's just let us through. I'll take it. We got our vehicle stamped out and finally crossed the gates into the next country, the Republic of Congo. This was the chillest border of the mission so far, and we were stamped out within 15 minutes. Finally, we could all breathe a sigh of relief. We got our new SIM cards, then hit the road to find a place to stay. The Republic of Congo, otherwise known as Congo Brazzaville, is a vast, sparsely populated country, 2/3 of which is covered by the beautiful dense rainforest. It's home to a vast amount of wildlife, including 400 species of mammal and 1,000 species of bird, including the endangered lowland gorilla and chimpanzee. This would be our home for the next 30 days as I covered 1,600 kilometres on its beautiful tarmac roads. We had all started to relax, but too soon. Trying to find a nearby hotel, we had unknowingly driven into a trap. Roll. The van was stuck, seriously stuck. 4 attempts to get us out with recovery boards just sunk us further and further into the loose sand until the axle became completely buried. We all lay on the floor and began to frantically dig. We've managed to get the van stuck. So we're just trying to dig our way out. He's not having a great time of it, is Nelly. And
the whole axle is buried in sand.
What can you do?
Wow.
Oh well.
Probably not something.
An hour later, it was getting dark and the progress was slow. The rain had come in and mosquitoes were beginning to swarm the van. We needed help. Stan called the nearest hotel and explained our situation. The owner told us to hold tight. Half an hour later, 4 blokes from the hotel approached the van and began to dig us out with shovels with maximum efficiency. All of us crowded round the back of the van and with a hard push, we were free. We made it back to the hotel and thanked the guys for their help. We were filthy, exhausted and covered in bites, but the owner was kind enough to let us stay in the car park and invited us to eat steak in his restaurant. Relieved, we crawled into bed and passed out. The next morning, the sun rose to reveal the beauty of the hotel we'd fallen asleep in, but there was no time to admire the view. Back to the border we went.
Hey mate. You didn't sleep very well last night.
Oh. Yeah, just this road, yeah?
Yeah, it's straight all the way, it seems.
Okay.
Right, lads, we'll see you soon. Hope you're feeling it. Let's go.
Today was a tough day of running, on little sleep, but the roads were easy, so I kept my head down and pushed on, reaching the boys at a solid half marathon.
Solid first shift. How are the legs?
Alright. Cut them holes in my shoe, though.
Really?
Did it? Well, talk about that. It's quite interesting.
When you smash your feet in tarmac for 4 months, then
As you have been doing.
your feet get quite swollen and inflamed. It never really settles down, so what happens is feet just grow in volume. Not really in length, just in like width. Like you can kind of see that like my foot is wider than the shoe. Basically, the foot just gets constricted by the shoe. So like there's loads of people, athletes that do this. Like, they'll cut little holes in the shoe and it's basically just to relieve pressure.
I'm glad it helped. You look like a tomato.
I do.
Mate, you look red in real life. On the camera, you look beetroot,
Really?
mate.
I
Look,
am
I'll
really.
turn the monitor around.
Oh. Oi. Oh, yes.
Check you out if you got up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, don't know.
Okay, beetroot. Off you go.
You can see the tactical holes kind of working.
Oh yeah, mate. You really can. What's the strat now? 25 to the end.
About 23.5.
Sweet, sweet. Enjoy it.
Okay. I set off again, still not 100% but in a much better headspace. I pounded out another 25k, slowly heading into the city of Point Noir. The streets were busy and the chaos only grew as the sun set. By the end of the run, I was navigating huge crowds to reach my pay station finish line.
Alright. Okay, so you're feeling good. You said you did 44.4.
Yeah,
That's a round number.
4.44.
How is it running through crowds like that?
Well, it was largely okay until right at the end.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's just that squeeze before like a tail.
Because this sand on the road. Look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A grim hour and a half drive back through the gnarly traffic took us to a basic but comfy hotel and led to a welcome treat.
Light kebab stand.
Yeah, it's like being in the UK. All I need is 3 treble blue shit. I'm good to go.
That's our hotel there, and we're right here. And I think it's going to be good.
Either that or we're going to be violently ill in the next few days, but I'm going to take that chance.
I'm willing to take the risk. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited for this.
I'm so excited. Okay, we back.
We back.
Do you want to tell them about your
Foot.
your foot?
I've got a third bollock thrown out of my left foot.
So bad, man.
Literally feels like a growth.
Is it painful?
Yeah, it is.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, it's like throbbing. I've just chucked a load of numbing gel over it. I'm going to cut another hole in the side of it.
Definitely. Sorry, Hockey.
Yeah, that should do it.
What's the plan today, distance-wise?
Just get going, mate. Running through cities is hard work, normally. I'm going to have to go for a piss up there.
What's that? Tell me
Gonna have to
the
go.
secret. You're gonna have to. Oh sh.
Over there.
Okay.
Like that little tree.
What
I had
did
to
you do
piss in
yesterday?
There was a tree like that on the road, right there. You see that one there? In the middle of the road, there was like a 2-lane thing. Just quickly, to leak. I was desperate, man.
How was your piss, sir? Good.
The problems of the last few months have been relentless, from getting robbed at gunpoint to being lost in the jungle, to visa issues, and now to this. The pain in my foot was excruciating, but pounding it into tarmac numbed it, so that's what I did, taking me out of the city to a police station in a small village.
He's back.
Back once again.
We got you some drinks. Thought you'd get you a big boy for a growing lad, or at least hopefully growing at some point, maybe.
On level
Throwing
of
on my
one,
foot.
level of one to horsecock with your foot. How are those hills?
Bro, this foot is a problem now.
Should we have a look at it together?
Don't know if taking my shoe off is a good idea or not. Just like, it's kind of mushy in there. If I just leave it there.
Yeah, it's kind of formed into it.
Yeah.
Okay. It will heal eventually. It's just a in case of how bad will it get before that. What do you think you've got in the locker today then, after that?
Man, I've got 22 and a half done then.
What's your
Done
pace?
Slowly. So many hills, man. But I can't even, like, my foot is really just one of them. Re-holding my shoe to release the pressure.
By the end, you're just going to have sandals.
So we met two men. First man was there when we were getting petrol. He invited us to come stay at his eco village just outside Tbilisi. Second man we met is, first of all, he's accountant, and second of all, he's a senator in the Republic of Congo. But yeah, he said, like, here's his card. Talk to him if we need anything.
You thought the van was sick?
Yeah, because he actually approached us to see the van. He's like, oh, it's a camper. Because he liked the van, so he like got in and took a look. He's like, wow.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah. And once again, we return to our regularly scheduled programming. Bonjour. Ça va? She's posing. What's the song on replay today?
I've been really vibing this cover of Teenage Dirtbag.
Oh yeah, that is a goodie.
Rings my bell. Classic night. Oh.
Nice. Where can they find this?
Yes, if they knew, they can find it on Spotify. It's called Ones and Twos.
It is a good
It's
place.
also in my bio still. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Okay, enjoy the hills. Hopefully not.
I will.
We'll see you in 20.
See you in a bit.
Bang bang. If you had to give the people one word. One word.
Chickens.
Describe. Whoa, that was premature.
I've heard that one before.
One word to describe the feeling of being in the ROC.
Chill. Yeah, seems it's fucking. Everyone's so far. It's been lovely. This is more than one word. Sorry.
It's okay. Bye bye.
The hills were brutal and my foot was still in a lot of pain, but one thing did make up for it. Tarmac. Beautiful, smooth, endless tarmac. I'd heard legendary tales of the ROC roads, and this was the stuff of dreams. That's what gave me the motivation boost to finally make it to the end.
Yo.
Rough day.
Little bit. Little bit.
Surprised, bro. How's that fucking blister feeling?
Mate, I don't know if it is a blister, you know.
Really?
What? I don't know. A blister's quite like skin.
Yeah.
And that's like, yeah, that's like,
Deep.
yeah, I don't know what it is, but
So we've consulted with the doctors,
yeah.
and they've determined that the only option is to have your foot amputated. So we're going to get that sorted tonight.
Put a victory knocks, little 5-foot news.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, there is that wood saw as well. Actually, that's an option.
to be fair, with some ibuprofen gel, probably alright.
Oh, we've run out. We've run out. Sorry, lads. I've got about quarter of a bottle of whiskey left. That'll have to do.
That will do. I'm tired, man. Right.
When you feel like this, and it's just like every step is a fucking struggle.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the rest of the mission? Do you think about it?
I think we're at probably one of the hardest points because, I mean, on the road for 127 days now. We've got probably 170 with more days to go, maybe longer. Especially what's just been like happening the last probably 2 months. Like, I'm exhausted mentally of that.
Yeah.
Not even halfway. The best version of me thinks about what an honour it really is to have the opportunity to like suffer in a way that's like has some meaning, you know, like it's my responsibility to get it done.
What about the worst version of you? Does it just think, F this, mate, I want to go home?
Yeah. But I think that's why I find things like speaking to M is a lot helpful, because it grounds me in the values of what this, like, why I'm here.
So we're gonna head to like a field next to a cell tower and make some pasta. So that'll be nice.
That sounds great, mate.
Alright,
All
on
good.
you, bye. morning, everyone.
Morning.
Welcome to hospital. Dr. Jared is here.
No, don't call me Dr.
Taking
Jared because I
full-
didn't recommend this.
Taking full responsibility.
No.
Left hand as well, by the way. Oh, that's boring.
It's like hard.
Yeah. Not even anything in it's come out. Man. That's like muscle inflamed. It's not even like pussy.
I'm going to push quite hard under the car.
Sorry, it's not.
What does it look like?
It's like a hard piece of pus. Okay, well, let's clean it and then monitor it and see what happens.
That foot is fucking.
Throbbing.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's your recovery plan?
That is going to sound like a joke, but normally when you smash it with tarmac for like an hour, it kind of
It just numbs out.
That does
it,
make
like,
sense to
the
be fair.
pain kind of like goes from this right here to like, and then after an hour, it kind of can't really go anywhere.
But it's like getting a tattoo. When you get a tattoo, the first 30 minutes to 45 are hell.
What I'm taking from this is that we should be tattooing Russ as he runs so the pain distracts. Do you know what, something you haven't said in a long time, and I'm concerned about you? Not said 1s and 2s in a while?
Yeah, I haven't actually, have I?
Why do you think that is?
Maybe it's not fun anymore. You know,
The running?
no, just the 1s and 2s.
Oh, I thought you meant the running. I was like, yeah.
Maybe it'll phase back in, you know.
Yeah, like flared jeans, it might make a comeback. Okay, see you soon.
While I ran on, feeling no better from my unofficial surgery, the boys headed to a village to get some supplies. As soon as they left the van, they were ushered by a friendly bloke who took them to his family restaurant and gave them a taste of local food.
How did we get here? We're in a tiny town in the middle of the ROC. I don't know what we're about to eat, but it looks really good. And it smells really good. This is a root vegetable, so all of this cost us £4. Less.
3.
Yeah, it's around 3. This looks like a maize meal mix.
Yeah.
This looks like,
It looks like mutton, but I don't think it can be.
I don't know. Well,
So I can. Or maybe goat?
yeah.
Maybe goat.
It's like matzo ball soup. That's good, Sam. And the vibes are immaculate.
The terrain was finally starting to bleed into true rainforest, and luckily for me, mountains too. I struggled up the extreme elevation to meet the boys at a beautiful cliff edge. Stop, boys.
It's very pretty.
How those hills grew.
Oh, mate.
Mate, it's brutal, and especially because it's such a windy road. You're f***ing making zero progress while you're doing it all.
Weather update for the day as well.
Huh?
26 degrees, real feel 29 with 74% humidity.
That's a lot of humidity.
That's many humids.
Yeah, I'm moist.
Dry, wet.
I'm
Wet.
moist.
Never refer to yourself as
I
moist
am
again.
moist, bro.
How's that third ball going?
Mate, it was really bad for an hour, and then it's like I said, it's just gone
Yeah.
to a mushy. Yeah.
Fair f***s. You just mash it up enough so that your nerve endings die out for a bit.
I think the nerve endings in my feet are a bit jank anyway, to be honest.
I'm not surprised, to be honest. If I hit anyone anywhere on their body with a hammer 10,000 times a day for 4 months, that would probably do it.
Time for some caffeine!
If you look at this tree behind you here, what do you think of it?
Oh.
What would you do with it?
Oh, no. I know.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Massive
Wow.
shot, bro.
Oh, mate, it's perfectly placed as well.
This thing.
Given that you've got an entire f***ing testicle on the side of your foot, you seem in pretty good spirits.
Mate, I mean, to be honest, these aren't the things that stress, like, the things that stress me out more are the things the problems that I don't feel like I can solve.
Yeah.
The foot thing is annoying, but it will go down eventually.
If you were to go get your whole body scan and everything, what would you say is definitely already going to be an issue after this mission in the long term?
There's going to be a few things for sure. The thing that confirms that, right, is when I stop, I have big problems. Because if there was no damage, when I stopped, I would just heal and be good to go again. But when I stop, the problems like escalate massively. I don't really know where, and I don't try and
think about it too much at the moment.
Yeah.
The arches in my foot, right, are really flat. Can't you see it's pretty flat? I mean, that's basically, I have these insoles that lift, that just change the way my foot lands on the road. They're literally, yeah, you can see the blood's soaked.
Oh my god. Jesus.
They literally just like lift this area of the arch, like without them, right?
Yeah.
My foot will land on an angle like this slightly, and
then roll.
roll in.
Yeah.
But with this, it just stops the roll being so heavy. And it's a rock like that, the energy travels up your leg a lot, and like you do that 10,000 times, then it starts causing problems.
That's f***ing interesting.
Give us a hashtag science.
Hashtag science. We haven't done that in a while.
Why do you always add the flames after the hashtag science?
Fire show.
Yeah, exactly. Just like fireworks. Science! They're coming out of my chest.
I quit.
While admiring the view, I met a new friend.
He's got decent camouflage.
He's been vibing, yeah. I was on the phone and I saw him and Stabs did the same. He's like, I thought that was a stick, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's not quite the animals I thought we would see in the Congo. Right? What a life, man. That guy's just been sitting all afternoon.
He really
You know
is.
how-
He really do just be chilling.
There's temptation just to stomp his face in right now. It's just
Don't do that to f***ing Robert.
B5.
This is a terrifying shot.
I smell the blood of a little bug.
No.
No! He even flinched. You evil man. You've got issues, dude.
In the van, there, that would be me, because he's just chilling and living his life. But if you come into my territory, then you're done for, bro. No apologies.
Lion stumbles into the van. Nah, dude.
I mean, to be fair, if a lion came into the van, I would be wanting it out as well. I wouldn't be just like letting it be. Right.
Right, I'm gonna
Go.
get on the road.
Please do.
This truly was deep rainforest now, and it lived up to the hype. Beautiful towering trees raised out of the mountains and scraped the skies, and the call of monkeys and birds echoed through the valleys. None of this dulled the pain in my foot, but it did make it a little bit more bearable.
The world's least dramatic chase scene. Welcome back.
Yo,
we
yo.
were just chatting about your foot.
Yeah, it's not doing great.
Is that really
Just
hot?
like the heat.
Yeah,
It started here, now it's like travelling up my leg, like here. It feels like a hot needle in.
Bro.
I do think we need to go to
What's the doctor gonna do though?
drain it, see what it is.
Long.
Long or no more foot.
It's a good job. God gave me two. Gave me a spare one.
Man hops the length of hectare. Brings a whole new meaning to moving on foot.
Yeah.
Just the one. On the brighter side of things, what do you think of this scenery?
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it, mate? It's like Jurassic Park, basically.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I guess so.
You can imagine the dinosaurs back in the day.
Yeah.
They'd
Cruising
be
around it.
romping around here.
Yeah,
Sure.
they'd be causing absolute bedlam around here, flying and eating things and like attacking shit.
Would they be flying?
I mean, pterodactyls.
Yeah,
Aren't
a
dinosaurs?
few of them would have been flying about.
Pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs?
No.
You've just exposed yourself as a big fat nerd. Right?
Oh, absolutely. Mate, I was the biggest
You were the dinosaur kid.
Well, I was a
you're one of
dinosaur
them
kid.
ones, yeah.
But also, like, you know me, right? I'm a nerd as well, so I was like a nerdy dinosaur kid. I didn't just want it on my wallpaper, so I wanted to read the f***ing encyclopedia of dinosaurs. mate.
Yeah.
We'd stopped near the eco village we'd been invited to the other day, and so we decided to spend the night. We made the journey up long dirt roads up a huge mountain, heading deeper into the jungle. To our surprise, we were met at a small but bustling village, completely cut off from the road, but still thriving. At the end of the road was an old house we'd be spending the night at.
So, we're sleeping in the car park in the middle of the mountains in the jungle. Don't know how much you can see, but let me show you how cool this house is. What do we think of this place, boys?
It's very, very cool. It's interesting.
It's a wild place. Thoughts?
Yeah, mate, it's nice, isn't it?
We all settled into the creaking ancient house, but as the lights went out, it started to scare Stan.
Is this lighting good for me?
I wouldn't say it's good for you.
Anyway, so I walked around the house. It's fucking weird.
there's like a bathroom that leads into another bathroom, but the door to that bathroom that was in the other room has been sealed shut, but there's a hole in the one toilet into the other bathroom. It just feels like everywhere you go in here, something's going to happen.
I'm going to be editing in here alone tonight. And I was just saying that I think I'm either going to get murdered by ghosts or people pretending to be ghosts, but actually it's an elaborate serial killer scheme. But very nice of them to let them have their place.
Yeah.
It's just spooky as shit.
Don't murder us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm always grateful. Ooh. It does have a creep factor, especially because we're 7 kilometers down a dirt track into the thick rainforest.
Yeah. Look at this place. Look at this chickens.
Yeah, spooky. Great example.
It feels like something that was built in a time that's long gone.
Yeah. No, this is it. Like, I actually don't think it's majorly spooky, but it feels lost in time.
Tape cassette.
Wow. That is spooky. And then like a super modern bar logo.
It's even Lumo.
Ooh.
Early 2010. It's cool.
It's very cool, and we're very grateful to have been for them to let us stay here. I just think it's a really interesting feeling to the whole building.
Yeah.
See you in the morning.
In the next episode, my foot gets worse, I slow to a walk, and our van starts to give up.